Okay. So now the differentiation formative test which is there, correct? Now, so 72 mark. Look at this please. Consider a function, you've been given a function x cube minus 6x squared plus 5x plus 18. The graph has been shown to you. Part of the graph is shown. Find f dash x. Find the derivative. Come on. You know how to find the derivative of this? Tell me.
But can you just do it because it'll be faster?
No, but you pay attention.
I'll pay attention. You can just do it.
So what will your f dash x be? Tell me the derivative.
3x minus 2 minus.
So what is this?
3x minus 2.
3x square.
Okay, 3x square
Minus
12x
minus 12x
5 plus
12x
plus 5 plus 0.
plus 5. Correct? That's the derivative. So 3 marks you get for doing this. There are 2 points on this at which the gradient of f is 20. Find the x coordinate. Gradient means the derivative. Remember, gradient means derivative. When the derivative is 20. So this is part B. So you have to put your f dash x as 20. So when you put f dash x as 20, what will this become? This remains as it is, and you solve for x.
And then you move 5 to the other side, so 15.
So yeah, 20 to this other side. Minus 15, correct? And then you can use your calculator and tell me the answer. Tell me the values of x.
And so?
And solve, or you can also use the equation
Polynomial.
polynomial. Equation, correct? Polynomial, yes, f2, degree 2. So you have 3 minus 12 minus 15. So 5 and minus 1. Correct? So x is equal to 5, x is equal to minus. So find the x coordinate of this point, which you very easily got. Now, next question. The daily cost of producing car tires at a manufacturing plant can be modeled by the following cost function. So the cost, C is the cost, x is the number of tires you manufacture, is 5000 plus 65x plus 0.1x squared minus 0.0005x cube. And this is the domain. The number of tires you manufacture is anywhere between 0 and 250. Where x is the number of tires manufactured and C is the cost in USD. Write down the daily cost of the company if no tires are manufactured. So if no tires are manufactured, what will happen? What will x be?
0.
0. So you put 0 in this. So if you put 0 in this, only 5000 will remain. All this will become 0. So basically, even if you don't make one tire, you know your expense is 5000. The marginal cost is the cost of producing one additional unit. Now, whenever they ask you to find the marginal cost, now you take the derivative of the cost function. So the marginal cost is the derivative of the cost function. So take the derivative of the cost function. So what will the marginal cost be?
0 plus 65
plus
0.2x minus 0.0015 x squared.
Very good. Very good. I'm very impressed by your young mind. Okay? Very good. Perfect. Find the marginal cost of producing 100 tires.
Just put x around it.
Where do you put it? In the marginal cost.
FX.
C dash, yeah.
Yeah,
C dash 100. You put it, you'll get the answer. Correct?
I did that. So 100 equals to.
So not 100 equal to. You in this, instead of x, you're putting 100.
Okay.
They're not saying the marginal cost. So you put 100
By
in
0.2 100 minus 0.015 100 square. And then you do the same thing for 200. Fine.
And same thing you do for 200.
Yeah,
You just have to put in the calculator. Okay. The equation of a curve is y is equal to 3 upon 4 x raised to 4 plus 1/3 x cube minus 2. Find dy by dx.
That's your derivative.
So what is it? 3/4 is constant. What is the derivative of x raised to 4? 4x cube. Correct?
Yeah.
Plus
1/3 3x square minus is.
correct. So this and this cancels. This and this cancels. So what is that? 3x cube
Plus 1x square.
plus x square.
Okay.
A point A lies on the curve. Okay, the gradient of the tangent to the curve is equal to 4. The gradient of the tangent is 4. Gradient is your derivative. Means your derivative is 4. So this derivative is 4. Are you following that?
Hmm.
So whenever there's a gradient is 4 means the derivative is 4.
Derivative.
So dy by dx is 4.
Yeah.
So remember, gradient is always the derivative. Find the coordinates of A. So solve this. Solve it.
Hmm.
Or you can also do it.
Solve it.
Do. You can also go in polynomial also. Remember, you put a cubic. 3. I got 1. Leave it. X is equal to 1.
I just want to make sure it works like this.
Yeah, it will work. Minus 4.
Hmm.
But you want the coordinates.
Hmm.
So you have to get your x and y. How will you get the y? You put it in the first equation, the original one.
Hmm.
So y is equal to 3/4. Because this is 1:4 is 1. Plus 1/3 minus 2. Correct? Take the LCM. 4 3s are 12. Correct? 3 3s are 9. Plus 4 minus
How did you get
24. LCM. Achha, use your calculator basically. I took LCM. You can use your calculator.
So
3
I
4.
can insert this?
No, not insert. Just put in your calculator directly. 3/4 plus 1/3.
Plus 1/3 minus 2.
So how much is that? Do it on your calculator so you get a practice on that. Correct. Whatever you get. Minus 11. Minus 11 over 12. Correct?
Hmm.
So what's your coordinates? Means you have to write 1. Whenever they ask you coordinates, you have to
1,
write
11 minus 12. Can I have a key set?
You understood?
Yeah.
Okay. Next. Question 4.
So how many questions are there? Like 8?
Yeah. Consider the graph of the function. This graph has been given. Label the local minimum A on the graph. So what's your local minimum? This.
Hmm.
Label the local maximum on the graph. The local maximum. B. What is the interval for which f dash x is greater than 0? Means you have to see where it's increasing. So can you find out on your calculator? Graph this and find the coordinates. Graph minus x cube. X cube. Cube minus x cube plus 3x square plus 1. G solve, max. What is it?
2 and 5.
2, 5. So this coordinates are 2, 5. So this is 2
That's 0, 1.
and 0, 1. So when is it increasing?
When it touches
0 to
1 to
0 to 2?
Yeah.
So it's increasing from 0 is less than x is less than 2. So that's increasing. F dash x is greater than 0 means increasing. F dash x is less than 0 will be decreasing. There are only two things, increasing or decreasing. Draw a tangent to the curve at x is equal to minus 1. So when x is equal to minus 1, so your calculator also does that. Sketch, tangent, put minus 1 directly. Directly type minus 1. Enter.
Oh, minus 1, 5.
Okay. Sorry, I will not be able to do it, but in paper you will be able to do it. Followed? How? Write down the equation of the tangent that gives you the answer also.
Well,
only what you need to do is you need to set up and your derivative should be on.
Okay, just keep it on.
Okay. Now sketch, tangent, x is
minus
equal
1.
to minus 1. Enter. That will give you the derivative. So derivative is minus now. Enter again. It will give you the equation of the tangent. But actually, this is not a good way of doing it. You want to do by hand?
No. Why do you, sir? This is perfect.
Okay. Next. A food company, keep that away. A food company produces ice cream in shape of cone with hemisphere on the top. So there's cone with hemisphere on top. The ice cream consists of a cone of height h, radius r, the height is h. and the radius of this is r. Okay, the total surface area is given by this. A is equal to 2 pi r square plus 60 pi upon r, where r is the radius in centimeters. The ice cream designer of the company has been instructed to minimize the surface area of the cone in order to reduce the melting rate of ice cream. Surface area should be as small as possible. Find dA by dl. You know how to find dA by dl? First of all, what you need to do is, you need to get the r in the numerator. How will you get the r in the numerator? 60 pi r raised to minus 1. R raised to 1, no? It will go on top of r raised to minus 1. Now you take the derivative. So dA by dr when you take 2 pi, what is the derivative of r square?
Sorry.
What is the derivative of r square?
2r.
Plus 60 pi is a constant.
Minus x.
Minus r raised to minus 2.
Minus r raised to minus 2.
Minus 1 minus 1. So that will be 4 pi r minus 60.
No, plus 60.
Minus and minus this minus into
okay.
plus minus.
Oh yeah, minus 60 r square.
Pi upon r square.
Okay.
Because this minus, you can
So
write it like this. Yeah, it goes down. Calculate the value of r so that minimize the total surface area. Now, when you want to minimize the total surface area, when you want to minimize or maximize, you take the derivative and make it equal to 0. So you have your 4. Correct? Minus 60 pi upon r square is equal to 0. Solve for r. So what will you do? Get it on the other side. Yeah, get this on your minus will go as plus. Correct? Pi cancels. So cross multiply. R cube is equal to 60 upon 4. So r cube is equal to 15 4s are 60. So r is equal to cube root of 15. Find the cube root of 15. Find cube root of 15, young man. Ready? You have to do 2.47. You followed how to do that?
Yeah.
So whenever you want to minimize or maximize, you take the first order derivative and make it equal to 0.
Okay.
So this is minimize or maximize, both same method you use. And solve basically. See, look. The function f, 13 mark question, now this is a long question. The function f in the following form has been given. Fx is equal to x cube plus px square minus 9x minus 2. The graph is given over here. Correct? Write down the y-intercept. How do you find out the y-intercept? But we don't know p, no? So we won't be able to put on calculator. To find out the y-intercept, you put your x as 0. So 0, 0, 0, minus 2. So y-intercept is what? Minus 2. So 0 comma minus 2. The y-intercept here is minus 2. The y-intercept is where it cuts. So that's minus 2. Find f dash x. Tell me.
3x square minus
3x square
3px square
plus 2px. No?
2. No, 3.
Why 2? This is square.
2. Oh, 2px minus 9.
Correct? The tangent line L to the graph at x is equal to 1 is parallel to the x-axis. So at x is equal to 1, this line is parallel to the x-axis. Correct? Find the value of p. If it's parallel to the x-axis, then the slope is 0. Means the slope, the derivative slope is your derivative.
Yeah,
so derivative is 0.
So 0
Derivative is 0 when x is equal to 1.
Okay.
The slope is 0 at 1. No? So when x is equal to 1, so you put, instead of this you put 1. Important sum, this will come. So 0 is equal to what? 3
plus
2p minus 9. So that's minus 6, 6, 3. You solve it basically. That is the, you can do it very easily. Equation of L. So once you get the value of p, how do you find the equation of L? Tell me.
Put in the calculator.
Yeah. So what's my fx? Can you do it without calculator?
Yeah.
How?
I don't know. I don't know you can. So one second.
equation of L. Equation of L is just, so fx is equal to, what is it? X cubed plus p is 3, no? 3x squared minus 9x minus 2. Correct? Now they are saying, yeah, find the equation of L. So what is the equation of L? So what is the derivative? Here we have the derivative. That's your 3x squared plus 6x minus 9. Correct? So what's the y value? When your x is 1, can you get your y value? So you put your f1, put in the original function here, this one. So that's 1 plus 3 minus 9 minus 2. How much is that? So that's 4 minus 11. Correct? That's minus 7. So basically the equation of this line is y is equal to minus 7. Because you got a y coordinate minus 7, it's parallel. All horizontal lines will have y is equal to.
Yeah.
So we got this. Determine the coordinates of another point where the tangent is parallel to the x-axis. Where is the tangent parallel to the x-axis? Again here. So what are the coordinates of this point?
So 25 minus 3.
What you do is you graph this on your calculator and find the max. We got the value of p, graph and do it, no? See that. What is the equation? X cube plus 3x square minus 9x 3x square minus 9x minus 2. Max. If you are seeing the tangent, so sketch tangent.
Minus 325.
Enter, get the equation also. Max 9. You want a
Tangent.
find the coordinates are okay. You can write that coordinates also. What did you get?
Minus 325.
Minus 325. Okay, ठीक है. अच्छा, if you want the equation of this also, no, y is equal to minus 7. Listen, what you can do is, sketch tangent. Correct? At x is equal to 1, we know that. So directly put 1. So y is equal to minus 7. You don't have to do anything. Just use your calculator. It's not very good, but I hope you don't have any problem with that.
Zero problem.
Achha, write down the interval where the gradient is negative. Where is the gradient negative? See, when it's going up, it's positive. Look, from year to year, it's positive. It's negative from year to year. So from where is it negative from?
Minus 325 to 1.
Minus 3 to 1.
To 17.
No, but you write only the x values.
Okay. Minus 3 to 1.
Like this. Write only the x values. Minus 3 is less than x is less than 1. Determine all possible values of m for which fx has 3 solutions. Fx is equal to m has 3 solutions. Write down your answer using interval notation. 3 solutions is what? The graph should cut it thrice. So here it's cutting it twice. When you draw this line, it's cutting twice. When will it cut thrice? 1, 2, 3. It will cut thrice here. It will cut thrice here. So anywhere between minus 7 and 25, it will cut thrice. So what is the value of m?
Minus 7.
So there will be 3 solutions. From year to year, there will be 3 solutions. So from minus 7 till 25, there will be one. Any line you draw there, will have 3 solutions. Next. A cannonball is fired from top of a tower. The height h in meters of the cannonball above the ground is modeled by the function ht is equal to minus 2t square plus 20t plus 8. Pay attention, keep that away please. Write down the height of the tower.
So someone's comment.
Fine. Write down the height of the tower. Cannonball is fired from top of the tower. So you have a tower. from top of the tower firing a cannonball. So what is the height of the tower? So when your t is 0, so put t is equal to 0.
208.
Correct? So the height of the tower will be 8 meters. Calculate the height of the cannonball 5 seconds after it was fired.
So T is 5.
Correct. Very good. Put T as 5. Do it on your calculator quickly.
You can just do it mentally. So
Oh,
20
I like that.
is 1000 plus 8.
So you square it. 5 square 25, 50 minus 50, correct?
Plus
100
plus 8.
So 58.
108 minus 50, 58.
58 meters.
Yeah.
Correct. So 58 meters is where Hawa is good. The cannonball hits its target on the ground after it was n seconds after it was fired. Arey yaar, you're constantly chatting with that person.
No,
yaar.
Anil, so there are some guys come to do my phone ka thing. Monday.
Okay, so come on. The cannonball hits a target on the ground n seconds after it was fired. So what happens when it hits the ground over here? Boom, it happens boom, but mathematically what happens?
5 seconds goes.
5 seconds it may be somewhere near, it's 58 meters away.
Then?
Your height will become 0, no? The height of the cannonball will become 0. So you put your height as 0 and solve. Come on, solve. Use your calculator, solve it quickly. So when it hits the ground, the height becomes 0. Don't say boom. Yeah, right, boom happens. But if you don't do it, it will happen with your marks. Plus 8. What's your answer? Obviously, you can't take negative. How are you getting negative? Arey, minus 2x square it is. So negative answer you obviously did.
10.385.
So 10.4. Are you following that? 10.4 seconds it reaches the ground, hits the ground. This is your question. H dash T.
Minus 4x plus
Minus 4t.
minus 40 plus 20 plus.
That's it. Calculate the maximum height reached by the cannonball and write the corresponding value of t. Now, what happens whenever it's maximum? I told you. Derivative is equal to 0. Whenever maximum, minimum, don't forget a
derivative is equal to 0.
So that minus 4t plus 20 is equal to 0. So t is equal to 5. So at 5 it reaches the maximum height. Calculate the maximum height. We already got that, no? 5 seconds after that, the maximum height is 58. Acha, what is the other way of doing it? You graph this and find max. You graph this and find G solve max. It will automatically give you a height as 58.
Can you write that down? Graph it and G solve max.
Huh?
Can you just write it down so real quick?
No, I'm saying it. It's getting the follow.
Okay.
Determine the total time the cannonball was above the height of the tower. What is the time the cannonball was above the height of the tower? From here to here. So that means what will you do? You will take this equation and this was equal to, you will take this equal to 8 and you will solve it. Because this height is 8, no, we said. So what is it? Minus 2t square plus 20t, correct? The 8 and 8 cancels, becomes 0, correct? So then if you remove minus 2t common, what will be left with? T minus 10. So t is equal to 0 or t is equal to 10. So between 0 and 10, the cannonball is above the tower, 0 and 10. After that, it starts coming down below the height of the tower. I think so. This is the last question. Yes, 8 questions are there. Now, Jeremy is making an open top rectangular box like this as a part of the science project. He makes the box from a rectangular piece of cardboard which is 30 centimeters by 18 centimeters. To construct the box, Jeremy cuts off this 8 centimeter squares on the corners. as shown in a diagram. After removing the squares, he folds the box. He folds it, the edges to make this box. He folds. So this will come up, this will come up, and it makes the box. Write down in terms of x the expression for the length and width of the box. So what is the length of the box? How much is the length of the box before cutting?
30.
Achha, after you cut it, what will the length of the box become?
30 minus x.
Why x?
Because it's x. No?
You're
X
cutting
squared.
x from both the sides.
Hmm.
So what will the length become? 30 minus 2x. Because you're cutting from both the sides. What will the breadth become?
18 minus 2x.
Because you're cutting from both the sides. Correct? Length and width. So this is the length and this is the width or the breadth of the box. State whether x can have value of 10. Can your x become 10? Give a reason for your answer.
No.
Why not? Because when your x becomes 10, your breadth will be negative. Suppose if your x becomes 10, so 18 minus 20, so this becomes negative. So which is not possible. How can breadth be negative? So x can't be 10. Write on the interval for the possible values of x. So what is the smallest value x can take and what is the biggest value x can take? Array, x is a square, no? So the smallest value is obviously 0. And the largest value is 9 because half of this, it can't be. Because it can't be more than 8. This side to 30, 15 to take, but this will consume this. Na? So 0 to 9 basically. 0 to 9. Don't include 0, don't include 9 as well. Okay? Show that volume of the box is given by this formula. So how do you find the volume of volume formula is what? Length into breadth into height. What's the length? 30 minus 2x. What's the breadth?
18 minus 2x.
And what's the height? What is the height of the box? X, because when you fold it, correct? So you can multiply. 18 3s are 54, 540x, correct? How much is this? Minus 36x. How that 4x square will also come. This you do, so minus 60x. Plus, now this with this 4x square into x. Oh, so that is 540 minus 96x, correct?
You have to find the derivatives, sir.
No. You have to show this.
No, it says find. Oh, okay.
So I'm showing this. So when you open this bracket, you will get this expression. Are you following? When you open the bracket, I'm showing this. Then the derivative comes in. So what is the derivative? 10?
12x squared minus 192x plus 540.
Using your answer of part B, find the value of x that maximizes the volume.
X equals to 0.
Derivative is equal to 0.
Is 0. So all
0 is equal to
0.
12x squared. Solve.
The two x answers. The smaller the bigger.
So 3 so tell me.
3.64 and 12.4.
3.64 or
12.4.
X is equal to 12.4. Obviously, this you will reject 12.4 because we said the maximum value X can take is 9. So it can't take 12.4. Now, how will you cut the box?
Yeah.
Because that itself is 15. So X is equal to 3.64. Correct? Calculate the maximum volume. So you will put this 3.64 in this expression, in the volume expression. I find it because if you want to
3.64 equals to
no, not 3.64. You're putting x as 3.64.
oh,
the x is 3.64.
so x equals to whatever.
You instead of x you put 4 into. What are you doing?
3.64.
4 into 3.64 cube. Minus 96
into 3.64 cube
square, because 1 is cube square plus
plus 540
plus 540. How minus? It can't come minus.
Do it. So go 540 into 346.
Achha.
886.
So 3 signify 887. So 887 meter cube is the maximum volume. Sketch a graph for the possible values. Chalo, do it. 4 marks for sketching the graph. Huh? So x and volume. Now listen.
Where is the formula which I put in? This one?
Volume.
So 4x square
4x cube
plus
minus
190.
96x square plus 540x. Now listen, your view window. Listen. 0 to 9. Correct now, because the minimum x value is 0, maximum value is 9. 0, 9. Look, volume ka they have given 0 to 1000.
For scale.
For scale. Scale nothing.
Then this.
Y minimum 0, Y maximum 1000. Arey, scale nahi. So, and what's your maximum volume?
9.
No. Maximum volume is not 9.
1000.
No. This is 0, this is 9. Maximum volume G sol max. Get the G sol max. 3.64 obviously. And this has to come as what? 888. 887. Because obviously that's the answer we got now. So it's maximum there.
Good night, sir.